Alright, so I'm making this video real quick. If you're interested in like getting into truck driving, you haven't done it yet, haven't done training yet, or maybe you did start training but you don't have that much experience, I'll tell you some things that you can do until you like get that experience, get that seat time, or start pursuing the school in your personal car. Some things you can do to help condition yourself, or to get used to certain things once you're out there. So when you're in your car, you can start to do the speed limit. Put your seatbelt on all the time and do the speed limit. Start looking at the signs, like the signs for the heights of the bridges, all the other signs on the road, warning signs. Start paying attention to all of those signs. Whenever you gonna make your turns, like for instance, if you're making a left turn, you get as far over inside of that lane to like the right before you make that left turn, and then if you're making the right turn, you get far over inside that lane as far over as you can, and then make that to the left, and then make that right turn, because that's what you do in a tractor trailer, right? You get over, give you some room, and then depending on the type of truck that you're driving, when you got to make that turn. Some trucks are different. The turning radiuses, some of them trucks, how far you got the fifth wheel slid back or forward, those things matter, yeah, I think that'd be the main thing I'd tell you to do, is to start watching all the signs, paying attention to the bridge heights, where you at, because that's going to be important once you're over the road. Get you an atlas. Like, I know a lot of people, they depend on the GPSs and whatnot, but I personally think that you should know how to read a map and plan your trips with the map, because anything can happen. Like, you lose a GPS, GPS could take you somewhere and you can't go there, depending on what company you work for. If you work for yourself, you're responsible for route planning. Whether you have a company that do it for you or not, you're the driver. That's your responsibility, so you should know. So learn how to read a map. If you don't know how to read a map, I learned how to read a map. That was the first thing I learned how to read, was a map. I learned when I was real little. Used to take road trips with my granny. They taught me how to read a map, planning trips. Before I could even read and understand words, I knew how to read a map. So, and it's been very helpful, because honestly, like, I've never used a trucker GPS. I've used my map. I plan my route out. My trucker's atlas, because on there it tells you the bridge heights, the weight restrictions, certain roads that you can and cannot travel on, depending on where you're going. So, like, whenever I'm like looking for loads to book for myself, I'm sitting there and I'm using my atlas, and I'm making sure that I can get to these places, making sure that I got enough clearance with the with the trailer that I'm pulling, and the length. Because some cities have they have restrictions as far as where the tandem should be on the rear, the trailer. The minimum, where you can have it slid, and that matters for like weight distribution. So, but anyways, while you're in your car, like, the things that you could do is start paying attention to all the signs on the road, and start paying attention to the bridge, the height, like the different places that you go. Also start paying attention to other drivers too, because you're not just driving for yourself, you're driving for other people. Like, it doesn't matter if you had a right of way. You need to anticipate sometimes what other people are doing, because it's been too many times where things happen. Like, even if you're going down a one way road, I still look left and right, because you have people going the wrong way down one-way road. So if you're only looking, which the direction that the traffic is coming from, because it's a one-way road, people, you can miss something like that could save your life, save somebody else's life. There's all types of reasons why people go down the wrong way on one-way roads, because they're new to that area. The lines on the road are not straight like they should be. They literally jump sometimes. Like, it's all types of reasons. Sometimes people are intoxicated. Whatever it may be, you need to always watch out for other individuals. I'm releasing these videos because people, it seems like it's a culture that the hate against drivers, and I always want to blame the truck drivers, but you know, and people never think about what they did or what they could have did to prevent the accident from happening, especially when they involved with the truck driver, because they never, even if they was on their phone texting and driving, even if they was looking down trying to find something, they never gonna admit to that on up to that. You know, it's always the driver, right? Which is why they have cameras. A lot of them have cameras that show. But in your car now, you know, start making yourself be a better driver. Start doing the speed limit. Start looking as far ahead as you can. You'll realize once you start driving, you can see the road. You can see everything, like in a truck and like in a car. It feels like, for me, it feels like I'm in blind spots and I can't see now, because you realize I will ride for you. Never wanna let the bus around.